Before showing you very interesting Bible quote we read about the Temple Mount, let us see the recent news. Temple Mount expected to reopen for Jewish visitors on Independence Day. Hamas warns Jewish visits will be the director for new confrontation with Israel. So this what happened in the news, as you can see. Let us see now very interesting table we did on it. Very interesting and significant tables about the Temple Mount and significant ideas about our time. So before seeing the tables, let us see prophecies about the future, which says the following: people will serve you, speak to Israel, blessing to Jacob. These are the 70 nations which are said to have been kings of your own people. Isaiah 49:23. And then another verse, which really is the Genesis, and nations will go down to you. These are the sons of Ishmael and the sons of Keturah. And the children of the Dan, also really Ishmael, basically. Amazingly, this is the beginning of year today, the accord of Abraham. Interesting, obviously will carry on. Another one, a verse in Genesis also, O important person, which is dear to your brother. This is what Esau and his champion, they will also realize, will understand who is Jacob, Israel. Interesting. So this all come from a Medrash, Agadah. So let us see now tables about Temple Mount and all around, which clearly indicate that this is going to be. So this is the first one. What we see here all comes in one book, Genesis, chapters, interesting. And this what you have here in black are Abai, Temple Mount, and you have the same skip, Ben Ishai, Jesse, son of Jesse, it goes together. But it is a promise in future that God said, Vakimoti el Briti, Bini, I will establish a covenant between me and your descendants for eternal generation. That refers to the time of Messiah, which you have here the word Messiah in Hebrew, Mashiach. You can see in black, Mashiach coming here. Now, the most interesting idea is that you have exactly in Genesis a verse about Abraham calling the place, the story of Akedat Yitzchak, sacrificing his son, Isaac. This is by Kra Abraham, Shema Makom. Abraham calls this place, Hayom, this today is called Asher Yigayel, that it will be seen there. And he will be seen, God will be seen in this mountain, Be'ar Hashem. And this is exactly Har Hashem is Temple Mount. Unbelievable. This is really the source of this place, which is the place of the Mikdash, of the temple. You have the Mikdash. In Zion, in red, you have the word Zion, Sion. Then, all the promise which God says, at my covenant I will establish with Isaac, and here is the eve of the sixth war, which is 5726. Amazing. Indicating already. Okay, now it is the end of Ishmael, but in the time of Messiah, we'll get it definitely back. And the year hoping, you have something pay back, you have 5782, hoping that an Elijah will come with Messiah. But what you need is very important, Teshuvah, repentance. This was the Maimonides, the Rambam says. So this is very interesting table telling us about the Temple Mount. Yeah, it was really became important place by Abraham, calling this place a place that God will be seen there. This is what is the place of Mikdash, the temple. Then another table also, in fact, to do with the Temple Mount. Here you have here in yellow, Arabic, also Temple Mount, and Torah, because the source of Torah. From Zion, Torah will come. And minimal in the Torah is very interesting. They have the Moria, because it's Moria. Now, Malchaim Sadeh found out that on the same skip, here is Kel Ram. God is very high, sublime, yeah? And it will be seen within Temple Mount, in the temple, with Hamikdash there. What more you have? Very interesting. You have here a very interesting sentence which fits with the prophecies in the Bible about Messiah. So it isn't a Mashiach, the Messiah. What he will bring to us? Nasos, joy, and sameach, and happiness, and joy, unbelievable. This is what exactly it written in the Messiah. Basically, the letter Mashiach, Messiah is like a samach, he will make us happy, a Mashiach. So happiness and joy come from him. Then, when he go further, here you see very interesting what we saw, the prophecies, nations will serve you, and the children of your mother, Ishmael, and all this exactly what we saw, the prophecy about the future. Which future? You have parallel, unbelievable. You have Tafshin Pebet, you have 782, exactly this year's sabbatical. We start with wars, we finish with Messiah. And you have your Zion, you have the place. Also an unbelievable phenomenon that even though we speak about a time that the name that Israel as a nation didn't appear yet, but still the Torah indicates to this nation to whom the Temple Mount belongs, Israel, yeah, exactly parallel. And here is Israel, is Jacob, refers to Jacob, was called Israel, not to the nation. So clear indications that Temple Mount belonged to Jews, to Israel, and Messiah time, Messiah time, we'll get it. He brings happiness and joy, but unbelievable. As a two tables, this also appears in one book. And two tables, very significant, because all of them clearly show that the Temple Mount belonged to Jews, as Abraham was this one who initiated it, and now it's in the hand of Ishmael, because Jews unfortunately deserve it yet, because, it's a great, very severe sin to go up on the Temple Mount according to Jewish law. And also, if it was given to the Jews before, so it would make for us like tourist place and to make it very desecrated. To desecrate the place from heaven, they gave it to Ishmael until the Messiah time. No, when he will come, when we do Shuvah, repentance, the Shuvah, then we'll have the temple coming, the Messiah coming, Elijah. So, very interesting table. And as I said, the Medrash will clearly say that in future, hoping it will be soon. Yeah, there's a nation, 70 nation, will serve us. Nation will go down to you, the Ishmael, yeah, and the sons of Keturah. And then, the important by Esau, and the champions, also will serve and help Israel. So hoping that will be soon. And as I said, very interesting finding of Mr. Chaim Sadeh. He saw that before the Abayit, which I found, and with the Torah, he found in the same seat, Keram, that God will be high and sublime at the time, the Moria, the minimal in the Torah. And all the time I say clearly that this program I'm using was done by Dr. Alexander Rosenberg, scientist from Russia, who came to Israel, met Professor Iswalse, a scientist, and he told him, Professor, showed me the idea of the Torah code, Bible code, and he checked it, and he saw the clear proof that Torah from him, it's real. So he made this program that I'm using, he did also books together. He himself also wrote a book, which is called about the Torah is truth, yeah. So he said, if it is best meeting, like you have here, this sentence, with Moria, this is minimal. Torah, that makes the table very, very significant. So no doubt it's very significant table, and open that really soon will have fulfillment of these wonderful verses in Isaiah and the verses in the Torah, that the whole world will realize the importance of use of the Torah of God. So important, interesting, and significant table for our time.